Hello and welcome to my July wrap-up. In July, I read almost nothing. I had a reading slump, I guess. I don't know. There was something going on. I didn't read anything. In July, I read 4 books and I DNF'd a 5th, so not too terrible, but still terrible. So that's the situation. Whatever. It is what it is. Hopefully August will be better and the remaining months of the year, because somehow we're getting closer and closer to the end of the year. I don't know. It seems weird. Let's just get into it. It is gonna be very fast, already letting you know. The first book that I read was a graphic novel that I got from NetGalley that is called Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, something like that, by Patrick Horvath? I don't know. And it is about this bear that lives in this very small town, and in her spare time, she goes into the big city and finds somebody to kill. So one day, in her small town, a dead body appears in public, and so drama, police, panic. And our main character, the bear, I forgot her name, I think it's Sam, but I don't remember. She starts to panic because they're going to look into her, and she doesn't want them finding out that she is a serial killer as a side quest. So she tries to find out who killed the person. I asked for this book because I love murder mystery vibes. My favorite shows are Bones, CSI, love those. My favorite movies are, one of them is Saw. I love stuff like that, so this really appealed to me because I like creepy murder moments, but not like horrifying, if that makes sense. Unfortunately, I didn't love it. It was fun and cute. I give it a 3-star. I mostly wished that the murder mystery aspect was drawn out a little bit more, but it is what it is. It has a very cutesy art style because all the characters are animals, but it wasn't my favorite, to be honest. It was fine. Moral of the story, it was okay, it was entertaining, it wasn't my favorite thing in the world. The next book that I read was Zodiac Academy by 2 authors that I have forgotten the names. I read this on my Kindle and I mostly chose to read it because of TikTok, and there was a lot of hype over this book for a long time, so that's why. We follow 2 sisters that are twins, Tori and Darcy, and one day a random man approaches them, telling them that they are the lost princesses in this other world in the universe, where everyone is part of a zodiac. So they are Gemini, obviously, because they're twins. How predictable is that? And each person has at least one element that they can control using magic, and they have all 4. So that makes them very special because they are the lost princesses and they're supposed to be the ones to rule that little kingdom place, but they need to learn to control their magic and stuff like that. At the same time, in this world, because their parents aren't there anymore, the current people that are reigning are the heirs, which are these 4 dudes in their university, school, whatever, because they go to a school, and they hate the twins. So there's that. I hope that made sense. It's a very strange book. I ended up giving this a 3-star. It was entertaining, but it is very cringe. Let's just be honest. It kind of gives off fanfic vibes from like 10 years ago. That's what it kind of is. I hope that makes sense. Like, I just saw myself reading Wattpad when I was reading this book. It kind of gives that energy. I don't know. If we ignore the cringe, it was entertaining. I've seen things online that apparently it gets better in the 3rd or 4th book, something like that. Which, will I ever get there? I don't know. I'm highly debating using my Kindle Unlimited free trial to read all of the books this month, maybe? I don't know, but that's beyond the point. I think this was an okay start to the series, keeping that in mind. It was entertaining. I really liked Tori. I really liked Tori. She has the best comebacks to all the things that the heirs say. Are they exceptional? No, but they're funny. if you ignore the cringe of the whole situation, if that makes sense. There wasn't a lot of romance in this first one. There was basically no plot, I think. There's kind of like a murder mystery moment that I'm not understanding currently. Maybe if I continue reading I will. I don't exactly enjoy anyone too much except for Tori. It was entertaining. My only actual annoyance in the book was the bilingual character. I forgot his name. I don't think these authors are bilingual. If they are, this sucks. But it is so bad. Nobody bilingual talks like this. Nobody says, como se dice, the shit. Nobody says that. I've never said that in my life. I don't know anyone that said that, and most people that I know are bilingual, so it just annoyed me. So yeah, that's my only like actual annoyance with the book, is that bilingual character being unrealistic. And that's like one of the pet peeves I have in books, is bad bilingual characters. Other than that, I had fun reading the book, so I'm not mad that I read it. Was it great? No. His name was Diego. I should have just guessed that. The next book that I read was one that I needed to get to maybe 5 years ago, but we finally got to it, and it is ACOTAR by Sarah J Maas. Finally did it! Everyone clap. It only took 6 years of my life to get to it. Everyone probably already knows what this is, but brief overview, it is about this character called Feyre, or Feyre? Don't know. She gets taken into the fairy world because of a treaty. She killed a fae, she needs to be taken in. I'm trying to explain this really fast. But there, she starts enjoying life because they're not keeping her as a slave, but just keeping her there. And she starts falling for her captor, I guess. It's Beauty and the Beast, okay? It's Beauty and the Beast with fae. That is the fastest way I can explain it, because most people already know what this is. I ended up giving this a 4. I did like it. I liked Feyre. I don't know what I feel about Tamlin. I love Rhysand, or Rhysand, and it was fun. The plot is entertaining. I really liked the second half of the book where there's the little trials moment. I love a game or competition in a book, but I did not like it as much as I think I should have, because I've seen spoilers. And because of that, I think I enjoyed this the wrong way, but it's okay. I still enjoyed it. Hopefully I will continue with the series this month. I have A Court of Mist and Fury, which I think is the next one, on my side table. I don't have a side table, but next to my bed, ready to be read. So hopefully I actually do that and don't procrastinate another 6 years. Yay. But I did enjoy it, so I'm really glad I got into this and finally started the series. The next book that I read was an arc called Thank You Next by Catherine Freeman. I've read from Catherine Freeman before, and I've enjoyed, I think, one book a lot. I don't remember. I'll put all the ones that I've read before on the screen, but I had expectations that I was gonna like this, and I did. This follows two characters, Molly and Ben. Molly is dating this fitness dude, I don't know, bodybuilder? No. That kind of energy, and he decides that he wants to go on this dating show that is called The One, where you get matched up with somebody that professional relationship gurus and algorithms decide is your perfect match. And he wants to go on the show to get more exposure for his fitness business, so he kind of breaks up with Molly. So Molly gets the opportunity to also go on the show because she's an ex-girlfriend and it would cause drama. When she gets to the show though, she gets paired up with an ex-boyfriend called Ben, who is accidentally there because his sister works for the show. Molly, of course, wanted to be with Duncan, which is the boyfriend that is a fitness dude, but she ends up being with Ben. Ben is still in love with Molly, and Molly hates Ben. So we see these two characters have to kind of go on dates and stay together all the time for weeks, to make the show entertaining. At the same time, Molly doesn't know who she likes. Kind of love triangle-y, I guess. But yeah, that's the plot. I hope that made sense. I ended up giving this a 3.5 or a 4. I was debating between 3.5 and a 4. That's why I said because my memory is great. Just because I thought some things were not exceptional, but I don't care. It was a 4. I read it on my holidays. I had a great time. I read it in 2 sittings. It is super fun. Kind of a summer romancy vibe to read, so if you want to read that book for summer, I recommend it. Molly and Ben were super cute. Molly is a bit dumb, but it makes sense because of her backstory, I guess. Ben's POV was my favorite. I love when the men are so in love with the girl. The plot was fun. I loved the dating show thing and them going on little dates and stuff. The ending was super cute, a bit rushed, but I didn't care. It was fun. Moral of the story, I just thought it was a really fun, cute romance, and I'm probably gonna forget about it in a year, but I still loved it and I had a great time, so that's why I'm giving it a 4. I hope that makes sense. And the last book that I read, but I DNF'd it, is Nevermore by Jessica Townsend. I thought I was gonna love this because everyone loves this, but clearly I didn't. I gave up on page 184. I opened it on the wrong page. 184. I gave it a fair shot. I'm so sorry. It was just boring to me. I did not get any enjoyment in the first 180 pages. I know that there was supposed to be like a competition and maybe I would have liked it, but if you can't keep me hooked in 180 pages, I'm gonna give up. I'm sorry. I do have the other 2 books, but now they're gonna be on hold because I just could not get into this, no matter how much I tried. And I did try a lot. I just thought it was very Alice in Wonderland-y, and I did not like that book. I liked the movie, the book, no. It's too nonsensical, and I don't like nonsense. And this feels very nonsensical. I just don't think this is for me. But those, wow, so many books. But those are all the books that I read in July. I had a decent time, I think. I finally read ACOTAR. I read Zodiac Academy for the fun of it, and yeah, the rest is kind of miserable, but hopefully in August I read a little bit more, and then September I can read more than that because of Magical Readathon, which is happening in September this year. So hopefully it goes okay, and hopefully I reach my reading goal because I'm a little bit behind. But that is everything for today, and I'll see you in my next word video. Bye!